Okay, all right. Welcome everyone to our first Q&A session about ATLAS.ti. I'm here, Anita Adnan from Megabase Training and Consultancy. I will get together with another instructor, another consultant from Qualitative Research Consultancy, which is Munirah. Welcome, Munirah.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Okay. Oh, I'm really good, Munirah, and this is really a good opportunity for many of our participants or clients who are thinking about ATLAS.ti. So, and this is why the reason why I'm setting up this session so that we can get to have some answers from you. Yeah. So maybe if you can share the slide that we have, then we can have a look at some of the questions that have been asked, yeah, by many of our participants or future clients. Right. So, okay, so maybe let me just introduce ourselves, yeah, before we go on further to the questions. Myself, I'm Anita Adnan, the Principal Consultant of Megabase Training and Consultancy. I've been involved in this training and consultancy for quite a number of years. I think this is already my 16th year, yeah, 16 years of teaching experience. And we have been conducting a lot of workshops, English, ICT-based softwares. So it is a great pleasure for us to be connected to Munirah, who is also another consultant from Qualitative Research and Consultancy. So before we go on to the next slide, maybe Ani, you want to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me for today's session. I feel very honored because, you know, there are a lot of questions going around asking about ATLAS.ti, and this is a very good effort by Megabase to JV with Qualitative Research and Consultancy to provide this free video, okay, to compile all the questions, and we're going to try to give you the answers. So as for myself, I've been teaching ATLAS.ti for the past 4 years, and it's been 4 wonderful years that I meet a lot of people. I meet a lot of researchers who are in need of guidance on how to do literature reviews and how to analyze their qualitative data, and I introduce to them ATLAS.ti software. So that is the purpose of us having the session today, is to address some of the concerns that some of the researchers might have on ATLAS.ti.
Okay, all right. So if we can go to the next slide, maybe I think it's very useful to have an overview of the session, yeah, what we are going to talk about. So of course we have talked about ourselves now. The next one, we are going to tell a bit about what is actually ATLAS.ti. Yeah, what is it? What is the software all about? And what are some of the common problems with research or postgraduates that what do they have when they want to start conducting their research? And then I would like to move on to how can ATLAS.ti help? Because with any kind of research, it is actually very useful to have a software helping you with the analysis and also managing literature review. So I would like to ask Munirah to explain more about that. And then the next question is, of course, where do we get ATLAS.ti? Yeah, so since we are here in Malaysia, so how can we purchase ATLAS.ti? Or even if you are anywhere in the world, how can you get ATLAS.ti? Next one is, how can I learn ATLAS.ti? What are the workshops or webinars or anything that you can join to help you learn, manage the software? And finally, what are some of the information about ATLAS.ti that you may want to know? Okay. So maybe we go to the next slide. Oh, we have talked about ourselves just now. Maybe I would like to mention, Ani, both of us are super busy moms. Yeah. So for me, this is a really good opportunity to have to conduct this session online where we don't have to leave our house. What do you think, Ani?
Yes, actually the session as we are having today has tremendously changed my life. Previously, I've been active going here and there teaching about ATLAS.ti, but once I found the online platform that I can disseminate knowledge and guidance about ATLAS.ti, so I find my life to be more meaningful, because I have 4 small kids at home, and I believe, Anita, you have 7, right?
Thank you.
Wonderful, very wonderful. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a very good opportunity for not only for mothers, I think for anyone who value their time because they don't have to go outside of their house, outside of their comfort zone, to travel, okay, meet us face to face, because now we have this online platform that we can share knowledge on.
And I want to add something about that, Annie, because I noticed many postgraduate students, candidates are mostly mothers, yeah? So this is actually a very good platform for them to come and learn or listen about ATLAS.ti whenever, you know, you have webinars. So, and I think this is the major objective that we have here, providing online platform or training for anyone to learn about ATLAS.ti, yeah? Okay, can we move on to the next slide? All right, so I would like to ask Annie, because she has been conducting a lot of workshops, I think close to hundreds, more than 100 I think, in Malaysia currently, and she also conduct webinars online. What is actually ATLAS.ti, Annie?
Well, there are a lot of buzzing sound going around about ATLAS.ti can help to do this, ATLAS.ti can help you analyze that, ATLAS.ti can do a lot of things. Sometimes they exaggerate about what ATLAS.ti can do. But what I like to emphasize here is that ATLAS.ti is nothing more than a software that can help to make our life more manageable. Okay, I focus upon the word manageable because ATLAS.ti can help to manage our data, be them primary data, for example, interviews, observation, or secondary data, for example, books, literatures, journal articles. So long we have data in the form of qualitative, be it primary or secondary, number one, ATLAS.ti can help to manage this data for us. Number two, ATLAS.ti can help to manage the important points in those data for us. Okay, something that is very magnificent. I think in the next lesson we are going to show you hands-on how the interface of ATLAS.ti, they can actually help with the management process. Now, having said that, I also emphasize that ATLAS.ti is suitable for postgraduate students or postdoctoral students or any qualitative researchers out there. Okay, in fact, this slide I have not edited it. I wanted to say that in fact, ATLAS.ti is suitable for any researcher out there who are working on qualitative data, be it primary or secondary. Why? Among the reasons is that the interface of ATLAS.ti resembles the pen and paper concept. If a researcher is familiar with doing literature reviews or manual method of analyzing qualitative data, then they should not have a problem with analyzing data in ATLAS.ti, because how you see things traditionally, that is how we will see things in ATLAS.ti as well. And the last point here put forward is the software is user friendly. We ourselves took around 1 to 2 days to master, and then after that it's only history. Okay, we learn from teachers, we learn from mentors within a short period of time, which will, after that, we are already able to work around the software on our own and learn new things by trial and error. And I do advise you, if you are interested to learn about ATLAS.ti, just come and meet us once. After that, you can hold on to the concept that practice makes perfect.
Okay, thank you very much, Annie. I think it helps to know that nowadays researchers have a software to help them manage PhD work, and sometimes with multiple data, I think that is the problem when you have a lot of data to do triangulation, for example. So when we talk about common problems faced by researchers, can you explain more what are the common problems that people face when they want to do any research?
Right, thank you for that question. Throughout my 4 years experience teaching ATLAS.ti face-to-face and also through webinars, I met close to, or I think approximately 1,000 researchers who often tell me that they face these two major problems. Number one is to conduct literature review, and number two, to analyze multiple qualitative data that they have for their own research. So, to break down these 2 points, okay, why do they come to learn ATLAS.ti from us in the first time is because after we conduct a needs analysis, among the users of ATLAS.ti, we found that the first major problem is that they are unable to conduct a proper literature review exercise. Why? There are two breakdown points here. Number one, they do not have a system to manage their literatures. They download articles, they photostate articles, they have this textbook in one place, and that's it. They read, but there's no system to keep their literatures. The second problem relating to literature reviews is that, yes, now they have the literatures, and then they start reading. When they start reading, they have a problem with management of the important points in the literatures. Then it's a very common problem that maybe you and I have been in the situation before, been there and done that, where I think I have read this before, but I cannot remember where. Okay, I think it's a very common problem when I mention that point to my students. What they will say is that they find, I cannot remember, I don't have a system to manage those points. And second, a major problem is the students have a problem in analyzing their qualitative data, which is in multiple formats. Some they have collected from observations, some they have collected from semi-structured interviews, focus groups, videos, audios. Okay, all right. And once the data are in their hands, the qualitative data are in many formats, textual, images, audio, videos. Okay, so having those problems and how now the data are in their hand. What next? What should they do? Okay, so these are among the major problems faced by researchers.
Okay. All right. So maybe we can move on to the next slide. I think you make it very clear, Annie, about the common problems. So when we go for ATLAS.ti workshops, what are the 2 modules that we are going to learn?
Okay, all right. For beginners, we recommend any one of these 2. Okay, for beginners, if you are just at the start of your research, probably first semester 1, 2 or 3, then we will highly recommend you to come to learn from us how to do literature reviews using ATLAS.ti. Okay, because that is the step that you are at the moment. So if you're doing literature reviews, then we definitely recommend you to go for the first one. Now, the second module that we provide is ATLAS.ti for qualitative data analysis. For example, they are going to go for data collection, or they are in the process of data collection, or they have just come back from data collection. They have the data in their hand. So what next? So we teach A to Z how or what are the steps that you can follow in order to analyze your qualitative data using this powerful software ATLAS.ti. Okay, so 2 modules for ATLAS.ti for literature reviews and ATLAS.ti for qualitative data analysis.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I think you have made it very clear on how we can start learning ATLAS.ti. Okay, next question. Where can we get this ATLAS.ti?
Okay, all right. So if you just want to try out our powerful software, then I recommend you to download our free trial version from our official website www.atlas.ti.com. So currently we are offering both operating system versions. The first one is ATLAS.ti 7 for Windows, and the second one is ATLAS.ti 7 for Mac. But there are certain limitations to it. For example, you can upload up to 10 documents only, you can have 50 codes only, you can have 100 quotations only. But I think this trial version is very suitable if you are just trying out to see how powerful it is. However, once you decide that you want to purchase ATLAS.ti, you can just approach any one of our resellers in Malaysia. I think Anita can explain further about this, because Megabase Academy is one of our resellers, and I highly recommend new users who are interested to get the full version. If you get the full version, you will not be limited to 10 documents only, which is very suitable for our purpose.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit about this?
Yes, okay. So if any users want to purchase ATLAS.ti license, you can simply go to our website, which is www.megabase.com. megabaseacademy.com, and from there you will get some instructions on how to purchase. And for the student license, it is valid for 2 years with the cost is USD 99. Yeah, so I have gotten a lot of requests for this, and I will definitely help many of our students to purchase the software. Okay, Annie, can we go on to the next slide, which is the next question. Okay, now they have purchased ATLAS.ti. They have known about ATLAS.ti. Where do they go and learn about ATLAS.ti?
Okay, all right. So for the time being, we are working very actively, both Megabase and also Qualitative Research and Consultancy. Both of us are working on a joint venture to provide further trainings on how to use ATLAS.ti. The medium that you can approach us is by using free webinars that we are offering, face-to-face workshops if you happen to be available during the time and at the place that we determine the session. We also have group online coaching, so if meeting face-to-face is not your type and free webinars is something that is very basic that you find, then we will guide you hand by hand in our group online coaching program. Okay, and another thing is on the webinar mastermind, because free webinars are provided for free, okay, if the participant joins our webinars live. But if they could not attend live, probably the time is not suitable for them, or they have joined but they have decided that I want a recording of it, a replay of this webinar, then we invite you to join our premium program, Webinar Mastermind.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what we are going to do is we are going to provide all this information on our website. Yeah. So finally, I think the last slide is about, yes, so this is where you can get all kinds of information about ATLAS.ti. You can simply go to www.atlas.ti-malaysia.com. You can also go to www.megabaseacademy.com, and you can also connect with us on our Facebook group. And if you want to get in touch with us personally, you can either contact Munirah at gmail.com or anitamegabase@gmail.com. So we really look forward to have future clients, future participants around us. Thank you very much, Ani, for your time, because it seems that you have answered a lot of important questions for us today, and we will continue spreading news about ATLAS.ti, which is, I think, a very magical software for qualitative researchers. Thank you very much for your time, Ani. So we hope to do more webinars, yeah, between Megabase and Qualitative Research Consultancy.
Yeah, I look forward to that session again, because I believe we can reach out to a more wider audience when we provide this recording or the replay of this session today, not only to respond to questions relating to ATLAS.ti. If you do have other questions after this, you can just send us an email or reply at the column below this YouTube video, and we will respond to you. Or if you get lucky, we might even select your questions for our next Q&A session webinar, right?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much for your time today, Ani. So that's it for today. So looking forward to have more in the future. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye everybody.